Hey folks, it's Thomas from the Booze and BJJ podcast. February has been really rough, so we've been slacking a little bit on making videos, but we'll get back to it soon. Part of the reason is, health reasons. The other part of it is our good buddy Wilson has his first MMA fight soon. Next week, actually, on the 24th of February. And things will pick up again after that. Also, if you didn't notice or know, we've been shadow banned on YouTube. So that's fun. You know, I don't really care to figure it out, but yeah, it is what it is. The last time this happened, it was lifted not too long afterwards. So I guess the issue isn't too terribly grievous or important because we haven't been pestered by them. So whatever. But anyways, I got a message about this particular video. It's about a gentleman who submitted 7 opponents in a row from the turtle position. Haven't seen it before now, so we'll go ahead and take a look at it in a second. I did want to point out something. I have my desk set up different, so my primary camera and monitor is still in front of me right here, but my secondary monitor, where I keep track of everything, is actually up now. It's at a 45-degree angle up. That's fun. So if you see me looking directly at the camera, directly at you guys, and then looking up a lot, that's why. So yeah, let's do this.
So yeah, this is me getting grip, immediately sitting down to turtle, keeping my head towards him.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop, but that's hilarious. Even his opponent thought it was funny. But I will say one thing. Outside of sport, this is a really bad position to be in. Your head's open, it's on the ground. It just makes me cringe a little bit. But let's keep in mind this is a sport context. And this is. At first glance, I thought it was Grappling Industries, but it's not. Either way, let's continue.
Opponent laughs, is confused. I'm just chilling, keeping everything tight, waiting to get a grip as he tries to grab my neck. Wasn't able to get a grip. Trying to follow him with my head. He tries to lift me, so I spin around to open guard, sit the turtle again. Yeah, what I'm thinking here is I want to grip and I want to enter the gap, like I talked about in the instructional. The gap is the space between his armpit and his hip. So as soon as I get a grip, I'll invert through and then probably, yeah, take a leg. So I don't think I got a grip here, but he was with his arm so wide that there was a lot of separation.
Oh, I get it. He goes to turtle, stays really tight and defensive, and then he fishes for a leg. All right, all right. Well, let's see. Let's see if he uses the same. It is Grappling Industries. How about that? No, let's see if he uses the same strategy the whole way through. It's basically he's using turtle as an entry to leg locks. That's what it seems. But let's see how it goes.
Between his legs and his arms, so I just took the leg. Belly down, inside heel
Oh,
hook,
I
and
missed
that's
it.
it.
Let's see what happens.
So
He said
just
heel
took the
hook.
leg. So I don't think I got a grip here, but he was with his arm so wide that there was a lot of separation between his legs and his arms. So I just took the leg. Belly down, inside heel hook, and that's
Yeah,
it.
belly down, inside heel
Here I
hook.
take a grip, immediately slide the turtle. It was a kind of a strong opponent. He was able to push me around a bit. Yeah, I felt his power, and I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna keep everything tight. See, he tries to dig in and underhook. He can't because I'm jamming my elbow in that spot I talked about, next to the hip.
Honestly, I don't know how. Well, he's probably moving around before he gets called for stalling. Like, if you watch him, he'll just sit there, and then he'll move a little bit, and he'll sit there, and then he'll move a little bit until he gets a grip. So that's how he gets around stalling. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's continue.
Here he kind of bullies me, almost pulls me over, but it's really hard for him to do so when I keep the correct structure. Waiting, waiting, waiting. He manages to kind of pull me over. I sit the panda. He wants to get a hook, but I immediately go running man the other side, or staggered turtle, and then from there to a normal turtle. And again, he tries to bully me. He can't get any underhooks, doesn't know how to deal with that. Here it's staggered turtle again. Wasn't able to get a grip. I tried to sit through the panda, but he's just too heavy. Managed to get to the.
You know, as much as I want to dislike, not dislike, but as much as I find this to be a little awkward, it's actually pretty genius. Like, his opponent, at least in these two instances, and we'll see about the other ones, are having a really tough time addressing his turtle. Like, they can't do anything to him, really. So, yeah, I can appreciate this. It's genius.
Panda. From there to the normal turtle. I think I tried for a roll through here. No, not yet. Yeah, I got the grip on his hand here. Barely. He manages to clear the grip. I get the grip again. I'm in the Buddha now. Waiting to see.
I have to say, he must be flexible, because I've been in that position before where my legs are crossed and I'm pressed forward, and it sucks. It is so uncomfortable. But then again, you know, he's probably not a 40 some odd year old desk worker. But let's continue.
Where I can get the gap. Yeah, I don't have a grip anymore. Here I see a lot of separation between his arms and legs, but there's too much pressure, so I move to the other side.
As much as I'm floating between appreciation and annoyance with this. I mean, there's not a lot of action that he's doing, and it seems like he's avoiding the stalling call by just moving around, which is perfectly okay. Like, I'm not hating. It's just, you know, I think of jujitsu more in terms of both sport and a, fighting context, and this is going against all my instincts. It's weird. Let's continue.
Just keep everything tight, wait. Here he almost pulls me over. So I go to something called hawking. If you want to have more information on that, watch Pete Nicholson's work. And still have my back towards him. I managed to get back to a staggered turtle, normal turtle, and here I roll through. I see a lot of separation. Now I go for the entry that is shown in the instruction, but I mess something up. I swing my leg high instead of sticking it through, and then he got a scoop grip. So I immediately turned before I allowed the pass. Now I'm in normal turtle again. Again, separation between his arms and leg. I get in that space, what we cover in the instructional. Now I go for the saddle, and everything's tight. He cannot roll. Try to get the second leg and then finish. Oh no, I don't finish belly down. I fall back the other side. That's the saddle.
Yep, that's 2 heel hooks. It looks like that's his strategy. Turtle, wait until there's a opening with his opponent's legs, then he rolls through, catches the leg, does a heel hook. Very simple, very effective. Yeah, let's continue.
Saddle.
Match
Same
3.
thing, grip, but I don't immediately shoot. I go in a low stance, wait for him to push me over, and this is the tactic we talked about in the instructional as well. I have a grip, or he has my grip, and I give him like the side, almost showing my back. Roll through, open guard, again, upright turtle, lean in, normal turtle. No, he's not gonna get any underhooks or anything. It's just too tight. He's gonna have to pull me. Try stagger turtle here. It's very hard for your opponent to move you. They have to pull their weight off and then they can move you. But that also gives you room to move, as I do here when I go to the Buddha.
Give him credit. He did look like he tried something different in the beginning instead of going directly to a turtle. Yeah, variety in technique. It's always a good thing. Let's see how this goes.
Generally, just pulling continuously doesn't help. They have to like jab cross, push you in one way, pull you in the other way. But just pulling in one direction is very hard to move me or to get any gap on me. Tries the hook, I roll through, get the leg, almost fall off the mats. Now we get reset. I wanted to go for the saddle, but you only do that if you have momentum. Once you get reset, it's really stupid to go for the saddle instead of continuing the, because before it was be one continuous roll. From here, I'd opt just to go to a staggered turtle because I would have gotten smashed. Now it's upright turtle, the grip fighting again, one high, one low. Yeah, he reaches around, which creates a gap on his left side. So if I were to roll through here, I don't know if I do it. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like perhaps that's what he's waiting for. You see, the guy on top, his leg is a bit further back than one would expect. There's a lot of space right there. So I'm assuming that's the space, the separation that he's looking for when he goes for his leg lock entry.
Yeah, I roll through. He rolls with me. I roll through again.
Oh.
Got the gap.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's looking for. If you look right before he goes for the leg, there is some separation. But whatever.
Gap.
Let's just continue.
So I'm on his leg.
So he gets
I
the
have to
leg.
invert through because I don't want to end in what we call double outside heel hook. So now I'm in a saddle, but I messed this up. I get the second leg, but I'm impatient. See, I have the toes. I try to get it. He hides his heel, and I try to secure the second leg and finish with the same belly down finish I did before, but he grabs my hand really well and I mess up. I lifted my own hip and didn't apply the correct finishing mechanic. Now I retake the saddle, but he sprawls down, so he's kind of out now.
2.5 left round.
They don't want to fight for it here anymore. So I was also maybe lazy with my bridge when I tried to
Make
finish,
some points also.
because the first opponent I kind of hurt, so I didn't want to bridge really hard.
Ooh, here it is for his opponent. Well, I mean, that's the nature of heel hooks. You know, if they're done in a controlled manner, they're perfectly fine. But controlled manner means the person applying it's controlled and the person it's being applied to is controlled. If they roll one way or the other the wrong way, they could potentially hurt themselves. Then again, for the person applying it, if they use too much pressure, they could potentially hurt their opponent or their partner. It is the duality of that submission.
Cost me because he escaped in this one. And yeah, let's see. I'm in open guard now. Seated guard. I was hunting this up a little bit too much. Could have played more defensive weighted.
There he goes. He goes
I
for the
tried
entry
to go
again.
for a saddle again. Invert through. Now I have a leg. And yeah, this time I do manage to get the belly down finish. I bridged
Yeah.
hard. So here, fake shot. Yeah, turtle.
All right, I think that's enough. It looks like what his game plan is. And, you know, I'll post the link so you guys can look at it yourselves. But yeah, like a really tight turtle, waits for separation, goes for a leg lock entry, gets the entry, and then heel hooks his opponent. With that entry, it also looks like if you can't get the heel hook, you could probably turn it into a knee bar. But, you know, it's a good strategy. I'm not really one of those folks that likes to rely on necessarily an A game for everything. I don't know this gentleman. I don't know if he has a backup plan. Obviously, we're probably not going to see it in these videos because it looks like he wants to highlight his turtle submissions from Turtle. But just my advice for everybody else: if you have an A game that's really effective, cool. But always have a B game, a backup plan just in case. Because you could go to competition and 9 out of 10 matches you do very well. But that 10th match you might come up against somebody who has your ticket punched. You know, your techniques may fall flat, they may not hit. It is just purely because that other person could, you know your skill set. Maybe they did some recon on you and see what you do. Who knows what the situation is? Maybe they're just naturally good at defending your A game. But always have a backup plan. So, yeah, this was not what I thought it was going to be. But, yeah, kudos to this guy. He's got something that works for him. And even though I'm I appreciate it, I'm weirded out by it at the same time, but it looks like it's very effective for jiu-jitsu competition. Yeah, so good stuff. Anyways, we'll probably be doing a live stream tomorrow. We'll keep y'all posted anyways. I will see y'all later. Bye.